The big question I always get asked when it comes to Spotify is how do you get on the editorial or official playlists? Today's video, I'm going to look at the all-important pitch and give tips on the submissions, and stick around for the end for a big bonus tip and a free ebook. Hey, I'm Graham Farmer. From coaching DJs for the past 8 years and running data transmission for the last 14 years, I've helped DJs get releases on Spotify, grow their playlists, and build their streams so their music can become more discoverable on the platform. And this basically gets them out of their bedrooms to touring so they can build careers in electronic music. The clear mission for this channel is to help DJs and producers understand the business end of releasing music. Also, music marketing and platforms like Spotify and SoundCloud and Instagram and Twitch to help you build more worldwide fans and ultimately get you more DJ gigs. So the small thing you can do to help us is quickly hit that like button and be sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. Getting on the editorial or official playlist is going to massively affect the reach of your track. It's going to add streams, followers, and fans to you as an artist. So it's important to get that pitch right. Spotify is the biggest music fan base right now. So going hard on the platform is going to help you grow as an artist, DJ, and producer. It's going to help with your discoverability and essentially bring you more gigs. Spotify is one of the biggest fan bases for music right now. Pitching to the big editorial playlist, you have to remember it's partly about the business, and getting your pitch right needs to include certain business aspects. Spotify as a business will want to grow their fan base, their users and their streams and premium subscriptions on their platform. So they will look at all these pitches in a business mindset, as well as looking at the quality of your music. So you need to remember that. You've got your next release coming up, and this only actually works at the moment for people that have already had music out. You can't really pitch your first track to editorial unless you're on one of the big major labels like Ministry Sound or Ultra or Spin-In or Sony. Once you've had your first release, it's important to claim your artist Spotify account on artist.spotify.com. And if you've not done that yet, go and check out my video on claiming your page. I'll link to that in the description below. It's really important to claim your page and start styling it up, because it then makes you become a good Spotify user. Once you've set up your Spotify for Artists page, you can add things like your press pictures. If you haven't got some already, go and get some professional ones done. It really helps you with promotion of yourself on Spotify, but also helps you on social media as well. The other thing to do is get a really good bio written. There's some really good writers out there that don't charge the earth and will help you get a really professional sounding bio. They'll make it punchy and all about you. If you need help with bio writers, drop me a DM on Instagram, because I know a few and they don't charge too much. Other things you can add is your gigs and tour diaries. You can add your artist playlist. Also add things like your social media links. It really helps your page look like a professional artist with your bio, your press pictures, your social media links. Also, when someone discovers you, they'll be able to discover more about you. This is like when you open that CD or vinyl and you read the liner notes. This is what your bio and your artist page is about. They can go and find more information about you, what you've been up to, where you're playing, and generally check you out. Once you've set up your artist page and you have access to your artist backend, you'll see there's a section called upcoming releases. This is where you'll do your editorial pitches, and you can do those 28 days to 7 days before your release. And as smaller artists and DJs and producers, I would definitely advise get in there as early as you can, near the 28-day mark. It really helps, and it really gives those editorial playlists curators time to look at your music and listen to your music and also understand you. You can only pitch one track at a time, so make sure you pick the right track, the one that's popping, the one you've got most support on. And also make sure you pick this radio or Spotify edit version of your track. The Spotify curators will want short, punchy tracks for their playlist to keep them moving. If you are self-releasing your music and you're not doing it via a label, that means you need to upload your music 5 weeks before the release date to make sure you can pitch 28 days before. Give yourself that time, give yourself that space, and give the curators space to find you. Again, if you're uploading from a self-release point of view, make sure you upload a radio or Spotify edit. Make sure they're short and punchy. We as DJs and producers all love those big extended edits, and there's no reason why you can't upload 2 edits, the radio edit and the full version to Spotify, and then pitch the radio edit. Or you can do 2 versions of your upload via your distributor, one that's just for Spotify and the streaming platforms, and one that's just for your Beatport and Traxsource. Those editors that are curating the playlist will listen to tracks and skip through tracks really fast, so make sure your track gets to the point quickly. Otherwise, you may waste that pitch. So let's just reiterate what we've said so far. Remember, the editorial team gets pitched so many tracks per day, so make sure you look like a good Spotify user and you'll pitch in 28 days before. Right, let's jump into what the pitch looks like. This is where you'll need to go into upcoming releases and start filling in the form. A little caveat here, if you don't get picked, then the process isn't waste because all your pitches get shown up on the editor's dashboard. So in all previous pitches, they'll be able to see. They'll be able to see you've been a good user and also you're pitching regularly. Also, getting in the habit of pitching is a good habit to be in. The Spotify algorithm will want to serve up music to people based on their listening habits. Also, what country they're in and what language they speak. Remember, Spotify is in 178 countries now. It also looks at the tempo and energy of the track. And all these features you add when you're submitting your release. When you're picking genres, you want to pick the genre closest to your music. And don't just add random ones. And you get 2 other choices of genre. So really go into the niches of that genre and pick 2 that are closest to your music. Let's put a big warning here. Don't put genres that are not specific to the music. It won't help your music. Another big warning is you want to pick genres that Spotify actually have. If you've got a cross-genre track, then it's going to be difficult for the editors to put it into 1 or 2 playlists. So consider that when you're actually making the music. Try and get really specific when you're picking genres. If you don't know, ask your friends or maybe in our Discord server for them to have a listen and give you some feedback on what genres you should pick. All these attributes you're adding to your editorial pitch to the team actually help your track. It gives more information to the algorithm so it knows where to place your track and which tracks to put it next to in different playlists. Then we get to the final box in the pitch process. This is one of the most important. It gives the editors more information about your track. You only have 500 words, so you need to keep it to the point. But try and pack it with as much information as possible. You really have to be smart because you will run out of characters quite quickly. You want to have a brief line about the track, then get into the depth of the promotion. Which blogs are covering it? Which radio outlets are covering it? Which influencers are covering it? Try and list a load. Which DJs are supporting it? That's really going to help. Remember, the more heat you have on the track, the more it's going to help Spotify and their business grow their streams, followers, and fans. Spotify also want to be seen to be cool, which some of the other streaming platforms don't do. So adding more information about that depth and promotion is really going to help them achieve that. As I mentioned, having big DJ support and getting that information from your promo port is really going to help you. Also, agreeing up front premieres on things like data transmission or maybe SoundCloud channels or Mixcloud channels or places like Mixmag or When We Dip is really going to help your track and really going to add to the weight of your pitch. Do you have reviews coming up in some of the major music blogs? This all helps. Or have you agreed radio support from some of the big radio players? Usually this happens on release day, so you can agree up front and put it in your pitch because most of the time they won't start playing it until actual released. And let's not forget a big one. Do you have any big Spotify playlists in your network? Do you own a big Spotify playlist? Have you been building yours? Add this to the pitch. It's all going to help. Other things you could be doing is running PR campaigns, TikTok or Instagram influencer campaigns. You could be creating video visualizers to help the promotion. All of this stuff should go in there. Loads of the really good dance music publicists are now running third-party playlist promotion. If you need connecting to one of these, drop me a DM on Instagram and I might be able to help you. Once you've submitted your pitch, then get active on social media, submit your track to third-party playlists, start building your network and continuously pushing your Spotify page. This is all going to appear on their dashboard and it's really going to help you for future pitches. As I mentioned, it's really difficult and sometimes impossible to pitch your first release. So plan out your releases in a timely manner and space them out. If you didn't get selected, then keep pitching, keep in the habits, and keep pushing your Spotify. And now time for the bonus. In 2022, some playlist curators are looking at releases after the release date and seeing the reaction on release and then adding it to playlists afterwards. So make sure you really push the release on release day and in that first week, 2 weeks after. So going hard on the day of release and have a promotional plan that's set up pre-release that kicks in on the day of release is really important. Getting loads of those third-party playlists, run Instagram story ads over the weekend release and the following week, and maybe drive up those pre-saves. Check out my video on that, how to create a pre-save, by the way. You could also use free downloads on SoundCloud using Hyped It to build your followers before the release happens. This is really going to help your releases because the more followers you have, the more release radars you're going to hit. And that's really going to help you with your release day promotion. Drive those metrics as much as possible. Do you want to ramp up your Spotify this year? I've made a brand new downloadable guide to help you get the most out of the platform as a DJ and producer. It covers things like playlists, pitching, promotional tips for your releases, and a little bit of basics about the platform as well to really help you maximize Spotify. If you want to go and grab it, There's a link in the description below. Go and grab it now. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and drop me a comment to let me know what you found useful. Or if I've missed something, let me know in the comments below and I can look at that for future videos. I love reading your comments and I love hearing from you all. So please get in the comments and let me know what you thought. I'm back on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And on Twitch, I cover topics like this. Also, we have big interviews with electronic music artists, DJs and producers. And we also have demo feedback sessions where we put your music in front of some of the biggest labels in the world and hopefully get them signed. It's been incredible fun. Come and join me on Twitch. The link is in the description below. YouTube is now going to recommend you another video for you to watch. Go and check that out because it's going to help you on your journey as a DJ and producer. And I will see you in the next video. Cheerio. Bye.